What's your favorite aspect of playing Monet? Your favorite thing about playing Monet?
Just being able to be an asshole, be a murderer, and those things. I really don't like playing a vindictive person or whatever. And a strategist. I love being a strategist. That's my favorite, being a strategist, being a murderer, and not giving a shit what people think.
Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into Lynette's Perspective. I wanted to talk today about Mary J. Blige's performance on the hit TV show Power and how she says she used the pain of her messy divorce as a way to connect with her character's grief in Season 3. For those who have been keeping up with the show, we all know that at the beginning of Season 3, Mary J. Blige's character, Monet Tejada, is reeling from having lost her son Zeke, who was killed back in the last season when Lorenzo mistook Zeke for Mecca and shot him as he tried to board the plane. And this loss of her son is such an integral part of the character's motivations for Season 3. But before we continue with this video, please do me a huge favor and go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and be sure to hit that notification bell. Thank you.
Grief is reshaping Monet in a way it was never positive, but it's just really bad now. It's ugly now. It's ugly now because she doesn't want to even see her that vulnerable. This grief, it just makes everything worse for everyone else, including her, because she's in so much pain, trying to act like she don't want anyone to, to see it, It's a lot for her.
I've seen a lot of people die. In our lives, you get so used to losing people. You stop loving as hard, so it hurts less. Losing Zeke, it was like part of me died too.
On March 17th, Mary J. Blige sat down with Ebony Magazine and spoke about connecting her own pain and sense of loss from her divorce to the character Monet, saying, "I'm definitely coming from a real place," in reference to channeling both Monet's grief and thirst for revenge. "I always say, if you haven't experienced it, I would never wish divorce on my worst enemy, because it's definitely like death. It's definitely grief. And then as a woman being hit with all that alimony, it was very upsetting, and I wanted revenge." If you didn't know, Mary J. Blige married her manager, Kendu Isaacs, back in December of 2003, and they wound up splitting in 2016 and finalized their divorce in 2018.
I made him my everything, and I wanted people to know about it because he was somebody I liked and thought was my friend, and I enjoyed being around him. So I want the world to see this. I want the world to know who you are and know about you. And you love me. When I love you, I love you. I love him. So when I love you, I give way too much. Take everything. But I'll never do that again. You won't? No. Oh. I won't give that much ever again. I'm sorry.
The time between their separation and divorce was said to have been extended due to Kendu's irrational financial demands, and that Mary was ordered to pay Kendu $30,000 per month as a temporary spousal agreement. In 2017, it was reported that Isaacs requested for the amount to be increased to $65,000 per month, claiming he didn't have a job and was struggling.
It's not fair that, why do I have to pay you? And why do you think you deserve this amount of money? Why do you think you deserve any money? You didn't make me. You're not God, so I have to pay you for being my husband and for being my manager. And you say you helped me. Yeah, you helped, but you didn't build this career. I was Mary J. Blige before I even met you. So that's not fair of you.
I definitely felt so bad for her, having worked so hard her whole life. Then she gets her heart broken and has to pay the ex-husband that was unfaithful to her and give him so much of her hard-earned money. It just seems so cruel. But it does make me feel better that at least she does get to use her character Monet as a kind of a catharsis, because Monet is just ruthless. Do you hear me? She is a stone-cold serial killer. Let's take a look at the way she has been moving so far this season and how many people she has taken out of this world. And the season's not even done. First, let's start with episode 2 when she mistakenly thought Lorenzo and Kane had found her son's killer. She just lit him up without even barely asking any questions. She pretty much just relied on Kane to verify Frank was Zeke's actual killer. And he didn't even tell her the truth. Second, Monet had the nerve to sit down and face that man's widow, who had no idea what had happened to her husband, and tell that woman her husband was dead, knowing she just killed him, and then blamed it solely on Lorenzo. That shit was so sick.
I know what happened. That's not what you said before. I know, but I think you deserve to know the truth. Lorenzo put a hit out on Frank when he found out he snitched.
Especially with Monet knowing she was setting her own husband up to be murdered next. And I'll be honest here, I was really pulling for Detective Whitman to take Monet down. Seriously. At this point, she's just a psychopathic, serial-killing drug dealer, not unlike many others on the cast, unfortunately. But I wanted to see the detectives finally get a win for once with that RICO case. So when she killed him, I was just done. And I don't believe that someone in her position could ever get away with killing a member of the NYPD. I don't give a damn if she says it was self-defense or not. I'm not buying that this murder was just swept under the rug because he broke into her home to steal evidence. I think in real life that murder would have opened up a whole can of worms for the Tejada family. But I guess not. And lastly, I hated the way Lorenzo was set up and murdered. All thanks to Monet. Didn't bother that they had been married for 20 years or something. Didn't matter that he confessed or apologized. She couldn't even think to do anything else with him other than have his throat slit. Monet is just a horrible, disgusting character. But Mary does a great job as the actor that plays her. And I think she's doing such a great job on this show. I think this role is a great fit for her. Not that Mary J. Blige is new to the acting game, though. She's been putting in work on her acting career for years. And she had a standout performance on the Umbrella Academy on Netflix. She won the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series for Power 2 years in a row. And she was also nominated for an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress and Best Original Song for Mudbound back in 2018. Just to name a few of her accolades. But you tell me what you think. Do you think she's a good fit for the character of Monet Tejada? Are you a fan of her acting at all? Have you been watching the season of Power? I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite version of Power because I'm still such a fan of the original, and I don't think Tariq can hold a candle to Ghost, but that's just my opinion. However, I am enjoying the season. And if you've been watching the show, do you think the Tejada family is ever going to have to pay for their crimes and all their murders? Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. I just love reading all of your comments. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Your support of the channel is immensely appreciated. And of course, if you liked the video, please don't forget to hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and be sure to click that notification bell for updates. Thank you.